I've manifested certain areas of my life, certain dream areas of my life, but I've been jammed in the romance department, and I think the bottom line comes back to that need for approval from others. In regards
Well, we'll
to
tell you
that.
what the door jamming expert told Jerry and Esther, don't do that. Now that was satisfying, wasn't it?
But I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, we'll tell you something that you may not have considered. Every time you do it, it doesn't feel good. How's that? Your emotions are pointing right at it. So every time you're doing it, you feel something in the range of negative emotion. What is it you want?
Well, I want to get married and I want to have a family, and that's the only part of my life that I can't seem to manifest. I've got my dream job. I'm living in my dream city.
All right, so hear what you're saying to the universe. You're saying, universe or God or source or infinite offerer of good stuff. I really, really want this thing that you are not giving to me. You've given me this, and you've given me this, and you've given me this, but you won't give me this. And the universe says, it cannot be other than you perceive it to be. You can't keep saying, I don't have something I want, and get it. You have to change the story and change the way the story feels. It's tricky, we know. It's tricky.
So how do you change the story?
You tell a story different than what is. You start telling it the way you want it to be instead of the way that it is. It happens with a lot of you. You have been convinced by those around you, teachers and mothers and people at church who say, tell me the truth. Now, don't tell me a story. Don't tell me what you think I want to hear. Tell me the truth. People will say, you've got to face reality. And we say, never face reality unless it's exactly the way you want it. Because when you face it, you're going to create more of it. So your future is full of the reality you're facing. So when you say, this is the way it is, the universe is echoing, and this is the way it's going to stay. Because nothing can buck that current. You've got to find a different feeling, you see. So we know it's hard. It's hard to feel the presence of something that's absent. But you got to make it up.
Yeah, but I always hear you have to love yourself first, and I worked on that for so long. So it's kind of, it seems to be like one or the other. Either you love yourself or you don't love yourself, and if you don't love yourself, then you can't have this.
Well, now let's apply that to what we've been talking about here today. We're not talking about you loving yourself, but we are talking about you being a vibrational match to love. You can't be in fear and let in what you want. You can't be in anger and let in what you want. But when you're in love and appreciation, you're letting in what you want. Doesn't matter if you're loving you, or if you're loving the moon, or if you're loving the flowers, or if you're loving the rabbits, or if you're loving your future lover, or if you're loving your mother, or if you're loving your dog. It doesn't matter what you're loving. Your object of attention is causing you to be a vibration of love, and in a vibration of love, what you want can come in. But you can't be in a vibration of love about a rabbit or about a dog and then keep beating the drum that my lover never shows up, because then you're keeping that vibration so active and your lover can't buck that current. You just wouldn't believe the perfect partners that are lined up right outside your door that can't get in because you keep beating the drum that says they don't ever come. We say, you got to stop beating that drum and they'll come in. We notice that you're quite picky. And we don't mean that disrespectfully. We think that's a really good thing. So what you actually want to say is, universe, thank you for not bringing a lover to me that I don't really want. Thank you for not matching me up with something that's not a vibrational match to what I really want. But now we want to say to you, start dreaming about this relationship. Start pretending that it's already happened. Go out to dinner tonight and imagine that you're on your way to meet your lover. And sit there and imagine what it would feel like knowing that your lover's making his way there. Drive through neighborhoods and imagine that you've found the house that you one day will purchase. And even though you're not ready to do it, imagine that that's the house that you found. In other words, do things that bring that good feeling of expectation and adventure and enthusiasm forward within you on this subject. And every effort you make toward that end makes your vibration more of a match to what you want. And then before you know it, you begin getting vibrational, manifestational evidence of what you want. We said this earlier, but you'll hear it more clearly now. More than 99% of every creation is complete before you see any physical evidence. So you have been hopeful before. We've seen you. You're hopeful, 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 hopeful. Then Valentine's Day comes, or some stupid day that somebody manufactured to sell candy, and you use it as your excuse to feel lonely and lost and forsaken and forlorn and without your lover. And even though you were moving in the direction of what you wanted, this awareness caused you to take score. And when you took score, you pronounced yourself still unfulfilled, and then you got hopeful again, and then you got discouraged again, and then you got hopeful again, and then you got discouraged again. So outside your door are all kinds of partners that are a vibrational match to somewhere between discouraged and hopeful. Those who match the vibration between discouraged and hopeful won't please you.
Wow.
And when you meet them, you'll say, "Thanks, universe, but this isn't what I had in mind." Is this making some sense? So you're hopeful, hopeful, hopeful. You get discouraged, but this time you're aware you got discouraged because you know feeling good means you're moving in the right direction. So you don't take a big detour. You just turn around for a minute, and then you turn around and you get going back. You're hopeful, hopeful. And now you're trusting more. You're believing more. And now you're finding reasons to appreciate. And now you're starting to notice wonderful aspects of other people's relationships. And you're actually beginning to look forward in anticipation of your own relationship. Your happy friends are not making you feel jealous. They're making you feel inspired. And now you're a consistent vibrational match to enthusiasm and eagerness and anticipation. And now those partners that are lined up outside your door are a vibrational match to that. And as they start coming in, you're going to say, "Where have you been?" You're going to be saying, "Oh my God, you are beautiful. You are what I have been looking for." You say. Just got to clean your vibration up a little bit. It feels good to clean up your vibration, and please let the fact that it feels good to clean up your vibration be enough for now, because 99% of every creation is complete before there is any physical evidence. And if you need the evidence now, you're in trouble, because the evidence isn't going to be there till you clean up your vibration. So we say, clean up your vibration, then the evidence will be there. And you say, "No, show me the evidence and I'll clean up my vibration." And we say, clean up your vibration, then the evidence will be there. And let the improvement in your feeling be enough for now. That's what the emotional journey is. The emotional journey is letting the prize of immediate gratification of joy be enough. And from our standpoint, we think it ought to be enough. In other words, it's the reason you want all the stuff anyway. The only reason you want him is because you think you'll be joyful. So why not just get joyful before he shows up, you see?
Thank you. Thank you.